Peter.Heise, lending smarter.
Bill Nelson, working hard.
And of course, Brad Reitinger, the guy that makes everything go smooth after the fact. Now, Brad, in a previous segment, we talked about the global look at title companies, but I really want to dig into the details a little bit. Some people that have asked us specific questions about, what is title insurance? And let's just kind of march it down from there.
Sure. The main focus that we have as a title insurance company is we actually insure the buyer and the lender free title to the property and making sure everything has been taken care of. Liens, encumbrances.
So if a guy did some work on the pool, he filed a lien against the house, you clear that up before we close.
Correct. And a lot of times what happens with the buyers, especially the sellers of the property, they don't realize that something's been filed or if there's any problems with the property. So we find that and basically ensuring your buyer that everything is okay with the property and there's nothing sitting out there for them.
If the buyer had to make a claim, what would happen?
Well, then if you got the title insurance, he would make a claim against the title policy, and then the title company defends the title, making sure that there's nothing out there that wasn't supposed to be there from the time that the person purchased the property. And title insurance is a little different than every other insurance bill. What happens is when you get a title policy and you buy your house, it goes in reverse instead of forward. Meaning when you get the title policy, it goes from the time you bought the house backwards, making sure that nothing has been that causes a problem with the chain of title going all the way to the time that you bought that property.
So the buyer is completely protected.
The buyer is completely protected, exactly.
Okay, so you've researched the history of the property back to dirt.
Correct.
Now, what happens?
Now, once we get the research of the property back, we get it back in a report, and that really kind of starts the escrow part of what we do, and that's basically gathering the data, the information, getting payoffs on the loans that are on the property, homeowners association information, taxes, anything that we need to have to actually conduct the transaction itself.
All those things that other title companies try to make me do.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Bill, but we certainly like to pride ourselves in taking care of that for you.
All right, so I remember we had a deal with the death in the family, and we got into 10 heirs, some of which we couldn't get a hold of. Mm-hmm. How did you actually get that deal done?
Well, most of those transactions that we run into, dealing with deaths and divorces and those sorts of things, we actually have to get our attorneys involved and get some of the legal processes taken care of to actually clear the title to get that done.
Well, you did it all in under 30 days.
Yeah, we're very lucky. We have a lot of in-house people, and we try to take care of things as quickly as possible to get the deals done.
Speaking of titles, so Rangers, playoffs?
I'm hoping so.
Well, Catherine Hall, Rangers, here we go.
Repeat.
All right, here we go.